What's your name?
Matthew.
You're Matthew, and you've never been here before?
No, I have not.
And you've never seen one of our videos?
Nope.
You just heard, your mom heard about us somewhere?
Yes.
Okay, so you have absolutely no idea what's about to happen?
Nope.
This is going to be so cool. So what do you think of that?
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's why I built it. Now you know. That right there, that's my paycheck. Makes it all worthwhile. Our mission is to provide access. It's all about allowing people to have the ability to design, create, and build anything they can imagine. Everything we do is focused around access. We have more tools in our building that you can use today than Home Depot has for sale in their store right now. And the idea is that you can walk into our doors and anything you can think of, anything you can imagine, you can design and build and create in our building. That's the entire idea. It's a place where you can come and build anything you can imagine. It's grown much farther than we ever imagined, and now we have the ability to reach more people than we ever dreamed. The entire world runs. Everything you do, everything you know, your entire world runs on science and technology and engineering. Nobody knows anything about science, technology, and engineering. The doors there are open to anyone with a sincere, passionate desire to learn, which sounds really nice. Anyone with a sincere, passionate desire to learn. I just eliminated 90% of the world. 90% of the world wants to sit home and watch Honey Boo Boo. You get them curious. I'll inspire them. I can do that. You get them in the door. We have 43,000 square feet. That's half a city block. And membership here, when we started out, was $40 a month. We cut it in half. Not because we're rolling in cash. Our entire annual operating budget's less than $2 million. You get them here. I'll give them shock and awe science. I'll keep them entertained and amazed. That's easy. Okay? Because I want her to grow up and be an engineer. I don't care what kind. Okay? I don't care if it's a mechanical, chemical, electrical, just engineer. Because engineering, it's what makes the world work. It's what makes you grow up with that mentality of solving problems. It's the same thing lawyers do. Ask anybody who's ever been to law school. You don't go to law school to learn how to be a lawyer. You go to law school to learn how to think. That's what engineering degrees do. It teaches you how to think in how do I fix this problem. It makes you very annoying to all of your friends. So does being a lawyer. But it's how you get that mentality of how do I fix this? And that starts with, at her age, how does this work?
3, 2, 1.
Now this, you want to remember, is actually epoxy. It's not like paint. This doesn't dry on contact with air. I'm experiencing a lot of valve float. These valves here are like popping up. There's your component side. It's rock simple. This is the kind of thing that you could totally make in an afternoon without any trouble at all. Yeah, that worked.
Hi there guys, I'm Boden. Welcome to the National Science Institute. I'm here today with Danichi.
Also known as Daniel P. Jr.
We're doing something that you and I have worked on a lot together. We've developed this together. What we wanted to do was upgrade the lab's 3D printing system. The idea is that you'll be able to watch this little mini series of videos that we're making and recreate this for your school or library or makerspace or whatever you have so that you can have a really solid 3D printer model that has like some community support, because if a bunch of us get together and do this, we're all going to have the same problems and we can work out solutions to those together, and it just works. It's just good.
Tell me about your project.
We really started about a year ago planning to make a small little radio telescope for the science fair, but it was kind of boring. So we really decided that we can make this go so much further and make it so much more accurate and so much better.
All right, guys, we did it. We pulled off the great Quentin project. It is awesome. It is epic. And I am exceedingly proud of this kid. Quentin is awesome. Your donations, your fundraiser,
was put into a check. That check was hand-delivered by Miss Moose to Quentin the Magnificent. We also kicked in a couple computers, a rack, a mixing console that you guys did a big donation drive for. It's awesome. This is awesome, and I am exceedingly proud of you guys. This is us doing what we do at our absolute best, and I'm jazzed.
Why be a nonprofit? Because it's a statement. Because there's a lot of for-profit hackerspaces. And I think for-profit hackerspaces are like for-profit universities. They're a draw, they're a bane, they're evil. You should not have for-profit education. That's not what it's about. It's not about making money. Yes, you have to pay the bills. Profit is not a dirty word. I get that. I'm okay with that. I'm a capitalist. When you do this, when you want to build a makerspace, it should be a nonprofit company, and the admission price should be as cheap as you can possibly make it. If it's a for-profit company, and you're doing things like opening your doors and saying, yeah, we're going to charge people $200 a month to be a member, you should get out of the business. It's a philosophical thing. There's people that look at the maker community and they want to build the maker community and they want to expand it and they want to help and they want a partnership and they want to raise people up. And then there's people that do it from the for-profit side and they want to sponge off the people. I'm not cool with that. That's not what education's about. The Geek Group is about access. It's about providing. It's what can I do for you? I work for you. And that's a big difference. So that's why be a nonprofit. The initial first batch we freely gave away about 100 laptops, tablets to engineering students in a local high school. And we learned more and more about the local demographic. And kids in high schools in our neighborhood, like right in our backyard, they have a 50% dropout rate.
That's astounding.
That's a terrifying attrition rate. And that's not unusual. Like,
Right.
Welcome to modern America.
Right.
And the kids in our neighborhood aren't kids that their parents can go up on Alpine to the big box stores and spend $800 on a new computer. These kids don't have that. They don't have a computer in a home. And that's one of the hardest things for us to get people to realize is that these things, like a computer and internet in the home, for most people in the city of Grand Rapids, is like having a refrigerator, a television,
Yeah.
running water. You just assume that everybody has this. And we're doing this all day, every day, overhauling these computers and trying to get them in the hands of people that need them. And so now everybody's happy. The business and industry is happy because they're getting a big fat tax write-off for all these computers they're donating. We don't charge to take them. You just put them on a truck, bring them over, drop them off, we'll take them for free. And the families are thrilled because now they've got a computer that's at a reasonable price. It's 25 bucks to get a computer. And the environmental people are all thrilled because we're keeping these out of landfills. This woman gets the 250th computer. However, by the power vested in me, everybody gets a computer. We'll bring up more because I'm not going to turn you guys away. Thank you, everyone, for coming. Here's a good one. Have you ever thought, that's it, there's no way this could work? On a daily basis. On a daily basis for 20 years. Yes. Absolutely yes. I know that I'm supposed to say, no, I never once wavered in my convictions. I always knew this would. Absolutely not. I've spent most of my adult life second guessing. I could run a computer shop. I get job offers all the time. Nice ones. Nice ones. I could make $200,000 a year right now doing anything else. And this is it, man. This is my shot. This is my life. I like my job. The pay sucks, the hours are hell, but I wake up every morning and I'm excited. And I go to bed every night and I'm accomplished. And I've never had that in any other job. First, let me tell you everything I can tell you. We got rated hardcore, like ultra swatted, as a result of that and the nuclear PR hit that came with it and the fact that we can't talk about it. We've been hanging by a thread for years and we're broke and we've been broke. And this isn't news to anybody, like anybody who knows me, anybody who I could get to hold still for 5 minutes so I could beg them for money and say, dude, we're doing really cool shit, we need your help. We're broke and we've been broke for a long time. And the PR hit from the whole raid thing was just the final straw. And for 24 years and a half,
this has been my entire life. Like this is the job I've had for my entire adult life. We started the company in 1994. And it's done. It's quite simply done. This is done. We're selling a building. We're not out of business yet. It's a process. It takes time. We're selling 99% of the contents of the building. About 1% the staff and I are buying and we're keeping for ourselves so that we can continue operations in a totally different thing in a very, very small scale. It will not be the Geek Group. It'll not be the NSI. It won't even be a nonprofit because I'm never doing that again. I took a vow of poverty for this job for the past, quarter of my life. I'm never doing a nonprofit again. And anything that's left after that anything we don't sell has to gone through, we'll sort out like absolute trash because people are going to buy just junk and that'll get scrapped. But anything that's left over, like computers, stuff like that, interesting lab gear, will get donated to worthy nonprofits and makerspaces. So if you own a makerspace and are willing to come pick it up, we're not shipping, we will give you stuff. And then that's it. It's January 25th, 2019. That's your dad? Yeah. Cool. This is Alex's dad. It's a pleasure to meet you, sir.
How do you do?
Welcome to the Weird. This is Alex,
Hi.
robot enthusiast on the thing. And you've walked in the front door
Yeah.
and you've been here
Yeah.
after making a giant road trip. And how is the snow?
Wasn't bad till we got into Michigan.
Well, welcome to Michigan.
Yeah.
Hi there, guys. Welcome to today's Captain's Blog. I'm hanging out here with Variac Maniac, and it's 16:29 hours on February 9th, 2019. It's a beautiful sunny 21 degrees outside, and this gentleman just drove 5 hours to come hang out here for the day, and I sent him home with a couple toys. So tell them who you are and where you're from, and you know the bit. What?
My name's Jack Singer. I'm from Tampa, Florida. I've been watching the Geek Group for about 9 years, since just before you got this lab. One of the first videos in my subfeed was "New Lab could be with your help." It was the Steadicam tour.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was a long
Right.
time ago. Now, 3, 2, 1.
That's amazing.
So what'd you think of that?
Yeah, that's incredible.
So Alex, what did you think of your experience at the lab today?
Honestly, it was pretty sad for most of it, but it's great. I mean, it's great I get to take toys home, but the first half hour after I showed up was just me pacing around the lab because it was simultaneously the most beautiful thing I've ever seen as a geek straight at heart, knowing that you built it up from scratch, and then the saddest thing I've ever seen because some of the lab was in complete disarray because of the sale.
Oh, yeah.
And just knowing that this is all going to go away and that, I only ever made it up here to buy stuff.
This kind of stuff is really hard to acquire. And the fact that I can pass this on and help your hobby and education for the next decade is pretty cool. So, 1,000,000 years ago, a 15-year-old kid wandered up here from Indiana and spent a day tinkering with me to get a crappy old robot working. That crappy old robot got moved up here from Kalamazoo, and the maker plate from it we framed because we ended up retiring the original crappy old robot. And it hung right there on the wall for years. That's it. It's an obscure robot. It's a KR-351. And it turns out that weird little kid grew up. So, what do you think?
It's been fun. I mean, that robot started a lot for me. I mean, it went from, I did that, got interested in robotics, joined my first university's robotics team.
Okay.
Did a lot of programming for that, and that was fun. And then eventually got a chance to come back up here, work with a new robot, Justin, quite a bit.
And Andrew.
And Andrew.
You got that one working too.
To a small extent, but it's mostly
Well,
all
now
Justin.
it's working a lot less.
Yeah, but it's been fun. it's still going to be fun. So I look forward to
I'm
what's
thankful
next.
to have gotten to share this with you, and
Yeah,
like,
as am I.
these machines have set you on the path that you're on,
Yeah.
which is kind of cool. I got another few hours working here, packing up the Weissock supply and the big Variac stacks. And then we open the room for the going out of business sale. And anybody who wants to can come in and for a tiny fraction of what it's worth, buy everything that's left. Because I just don't want to see it end up in a dumpster or in a scrap pile. If I'd had the time, I was a couple months of work from breaking the 20-foot barrier inside a cage in front of a crowd of God knows how many hundreds of people. You put 200 people here in this alley right here. You've put 200 people here a few times. That's what we considered the safe limit of the room. I never got to hit 20 feet. But what I did get to do is fire it for the last time in this room with Mr. Kidwell. And that means a lot to me. So much work. From so many good people. Great sponsors, great friends, great helpers. And it's sad. It's fucking heartbreaking. And it's ripping my soul apart. But it's just things. And the real power of this room wasn't the giant power supply or the Tesla coils. Now I've rebuilt those 3 times. It wasn't even Mr. Kidwell's super secret LA Colors fingernail polish. This is how we used to fix secondary coils. It wasn't the things that we made here. It was the people we shared it with. It was the bonds that we made here. And that is one of the very few things that we don't lose in all of this. And that's pretty cool. Hi there guys, I'm Chris Boden, and welcome to the Geek Group. Except, not. On December 23rd, 2018, we closed the doors of the Geek Group to the public and officially shut down the public side of the company. On April 1st, we closed the doors to the lab and finished the giant going out of business sale. And since then, there's been no lab. There is no company, there's no nonprofit, there's no giant team of motivated, hardworking people. There's no sponsors or advertisers or donors. There's nothing. We've all gone our separate ways. And we've all spent a year trying to find our path. And me, I built a tiny little workshop, scrounged up all my old tools, bought a bunch of stuff in a going out of business sale, and scrounged up some new stuff. And I've spent the past year learning how to make videos on my own without a giant production team. Just me. And I'm having a blast. It's simple, it's pure, and it's actually really cool. And you're all invited to come check it out because I want to share it with you. Hi there guys, welcome back to the shop. Hi there guys, and welcome back to the shop. Hi there guys, welcome back to the shop. I know stuff. I'm famous on the internet. Like, comment, and subscribe. Hi there guys, welcome to the shop. Today we're doing episode 14 on Project Archie. Hi there guys, and welcome back to the shop for episode and we can see that'll jump right about 1/4 inch. Hi there guys, welcome back to the shop. We are back! back for high voltage fun. Hi there guys and welcome back to the shop. Hi there guys, welcome back to the shop. Hello campers and welcome live. Hi there guys, welcome back to the plant. Hi there guys, welcome back to the shop. Hi there guys, welcome to today's Captain's Vlog. I just got a quickie for you because a gentleman named Chadwick Christian, who is awesome, was asking me if I had any plumbing tips. Yes. Today, it's an EDC video. We're gonna cover the body pack EDC. This lives in my car, lives with me. This is it. This is survival at its most basic with some pretty serious enhancements in here. After I shoot the autopsy, I go back and try and find the things that I couldn't really show in the video because I couldn't get in tight enough. And I hang this a big giant macro lens, and you can see that's the actual lens way down there. Today we're out at Site 3 where I'm going to show you the startup process for a hydroelectric power plant. We're good. Now I'm going to go to automatic control on my PLC, and we have engaged the autopilot. The system is now on the grid, and we are beautiful, and we have just turned on an entire 350,000 watt hydroelectric power plant. See you guys on the flip side. Guys, welcome back to the plant. Have I got a ride for you today? I'm in an interesting place. I'm under Site 3 at the bottom of the stack in the intake room. And I wanted to take a minute and show you guys just what's down here because normally you don't get to see this. If I see somebody pulled over on the side of the road, clearly they're having a bad day, I like to stop and help people out. And I think more of us should do that. Because of that, my car tools are designed around that. On the back of this connector, we're gonna want about yay, will be plenty to get us in there. But what it is inside is a high voltage power supply. So I figured we'd check this out and learn about how it works, and that could be kind of fun. Check that out. So what this is the same process as like how a Nixie tube works. That's an actual neon light, and it's really old and worn out. And you can see the glow around the electrodes. That glow that you're seeing is actually plasma. I spent a year trying to figure out what I really wanted to do with my life. And I like making cool stuff. I like making videos that are educational and entertaining and inspirational, and let's build cool stuff and put it on the internet. That's what I live for. So I'm doing that. This is the most important fundraiser I've done in years. We have a fundraiser right now, 30 minutes, $1,400. And there's a twist. Don't anybody donate yet. Sean, what's your PayPal address? I don't want to touch the money.
Okay, hold on.
So what's happening is Sean's having a really rough time right now. And Sean's a solid guy. He's got a good job. He's got his shit together. He's a grown-up. And he's on here every night. Like, he's one of us. And when a guy asks for help, you help him. He came to me this morning having so much of an anxiety attack that he's puking over it because he can't make the mortgage this month. He's in a position where he paid the car, he paid the electric, he paid the water, he can't make the mortgage. Don't use the link in my description. Don't send the money to me. I don't want to touch the money. I don't want to have anything to do with the money. This is entirely Sean. I am sending money to him, and I'm asking all of our other members of our family in here to help out and kick in a couple bucks. So I'm out this morning riding my little bicycle. I'm driving along, and there's like 50 yards of just trash. I hit the end, and there is a plastic shopping bag, 2 of them, sitting at the end. And I'm like, all right, God, fine. So I park the bike, I pick up the bag, and I start cleaning it up, because it's what you do. Well, I get about 10 yards into doing this, and another bike zooms past. It's this little kid on a BMX bike. Gets off their bike, picks up the bag, and starts chucking it. Like, okay, cool. And we leapfrog each other a few times. Turns out the kid is actually 30, and on their way to work, where they work as a landscaper, and bit of a rough life. And I've spent the afternoon building them a laptop, because one of the things I learned was they don't have a computer. All they have, in fact, is a really busted-ass cell phone with a screen that is shattered as my psyche. So there's some things you didn't know about me.
Right.
Okay. Hi, I'm Chris Boden. That's fine. So, your Rose, when you open up the laptop on the desktop, is a PDF file. It has everything you need to know to start to finish your GED, which won't cost you anything, to get into a welding class, where to go to get into the welding class, how to enroll, everything you need. All of the information is already in the computer. Nothing. Seriously. All I want you to do is do that. Because you're a genuinely good human being, and every now and then, everybody just needs a little help. Okay, so you don't owe me nothing, you don't even know who the hell I am. You just go and kick ass and keep doing what you do. Thank you. If I can do this, you can do this. I did this morning just because I ran into somebody riding my bike. Talk to people. I understand you have been working diligently to try and get a better job for a while.
Yes.
Okay. And one of the big limiting factors in your world is you do not have a decent laptop.
Yeah.
Okay. So, you now have a decent laptop.
Are
That's
you
brand new
serious?
in the box. It's really basic. It's a really simple laptop.
Uh-huh.
But that is a brand new laptop for you. If you just talk to people and you listen to their stories, you'd be amazed the ways in which we can all help each other, and it doesn't take any work. You just talk to people, and every now and then one just falls in your lap where you're like, hey, your life kind of sucks in a few ways, that I may have some tools and resources that I can help out with, and wouldn't that just be cool? I'll make videos for as long as you guys let me. I will never be the guy that cures cancer. That's not me. But if I can inspire the kid that grows up to cure cancer, if I can inspire them to start exploring science and biology and goopy icky things, then I got to help make a little dent in the universe and make the world a tiny bit better place in my own way. Just do something. That's what I want to get you to do, is do something, think something, invent something, make the world better.